This is Toronto's must-visit pumpkin farm.
The Downey's family farm is one of the largest pumpkin farms in all of Ontario and has become a fall tradition for so many people to visit every single year. And so with it being the start of fall, I knew I had to take the time to visit and interview the owner, Darlene, about what her opinion is that makes this incredible Ontario farm a must visit. Because between the pick your own, the attractions, the farm animals that you're able to visit, the incredible market, there's so much here to make an amazing day out of it.
This is what fall is all about. And if you're not visiting a farm this fall, you're missing out. Look at this Honeycrisp. Come on. All right, so we are here with Darlene. You are one of, I'm gonna say, the current generation of founders of Downey's farm. Would you be able to tell us a little bit of background on the farm itself, the story on how it came to be?
So it was my grandmother that purchased the farm in 1920.
Oh. Good start.
Lots of kids, lots of families here at the farm. But yeah, my grandma bought the farm in 1920.
Cool.
And then my dad was born on the farm. He was a dairy farmer along with my grandparents. And in 1985, myself and my 4 siblings started selling corn on a picnic table in front of our house because we had to buy hockey equipment. And that's like the beginnings of Downey's farm.
Wow.
And it took off from there.
How has the sort of like event of Downey's evolved over the years? So if it started as a farmer's market, like how did you guys kind of grow it into what it is today?
My parents started with Pick Your Own,
Okay.
And we were always very heavy on the Ontario fruits and vegetables and more that kind of farmer's market that you would think when you think farmer's market, right? And we did our bakery, but then over time we started growing the play area, and now we notice a lot of people coming more for play than the store, right? So we've really invested a lot of time and energy into developing the play.
Okay.
Yeah, and then like the bakery and all that stuff is a bonus for people who come and want to pick up something on the way out. And yeah, it's just like watching those trends and what people are doing at the farm that helped us grow our business.
Wow. All right, and there are so many activities here. One thing that's absolutely gone crazy on Instagram is this pumpkin house. So we of course had to check it out. We've got tons of pumpkins, what it looks like on the wall, little like mesh blockers so they don't fall. Very cool. The bakery's been here the whole time then.
Yeah.
Wow.
And pumpkin donuts. Have you had a pumpkin donut?
I had one when I was a kid.
Okay, we'll get you some before you leave today because that is the #1 thing that people come for. My parents have been making it since we opened the store in 1993.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So it's the same recipe.
Signature items, same recipe, no, same everything. And I still eat them every day.
Cool.
I love them.
All right, and as per Darlene's recommendation here, if I can get this package open, we've got the pumpkin donuts. Now it's literally classic donut. I'm so curious if this is gonna be good. That is very good. I hate over-the-top donuts. Dead simple, regular donut, little powdered sugar, some pumpkin seasoning, very nice. And if somebody's coming then, let's say they've never heard of Downey's before, what do you think are the top 3 things that you need somebody to know about?
So we are open from May until October 31st. And we were chatting before, everyone thinks of us for fall, but we have an awesome summer season. There's so much to do here in the summer. We're only 40 minutes from downtown Toronto. We're so close. It's a great day trip for families. Yeah, we have our play area. My brother operates the Pick Your Own at Downey Strawberry and Apple Farm. So he and his family do a great job with Pick Your Own strawberries, raspberries, and apples.
Nice.
And then over here, we do more of the fun play area and the farm store.
Okay, very cool. So one point of curiosity, we've done apple picking a ton, something that I love to do also since I was a kid. How do you manage the picking season? Because I know there's like different varieties that come out at different times of year. Like, do you just kind of like free rein it? Is it something like, what's the setup when, like what can somebody come to expect when they come to the farm to pick apples?
Right, so my brother would be able to better speak to that because he runs the Pick Your Own operation. But he does have varieties that come in during different periods. So if you were to go over to his place, he has a really great setup where he has the name of the apple, like Cortland, and there's a check mark or there's an X, and that shows what's available. My brother Greg is very strategic and he puts signs up and stuff out there because we want people to have a good experience, and he wants to make sure people are getting great apples and they're happy with their apples.
Yeah. All right, now on the other side of the street from where we were originally at is Downey's Apple Farm. There's also strawberries here, but it's obviously not strawberry season. Now, these are the signs that Darlene was talking about that indicate when the apples are ready and when they're not ready. So obviously these, I believe, are the Empire apples. If we want Golden Delicious, That's looking ready too, so let's go check it out. All right, so this is the apple orchard for the Golden Delicious. Now they're typically ready at the end of September, but it's looking as though we're here a little bit early. Now what's interesting about it though is that higher up, it seems that they're riper. So we've got with us a bag that they've provided. It's a 10-pound bag. We're gonna probably mix and match our apples today, but we need a ladder because we're gonna get at least 4. Because 4 is my goal. We'll see if we get 4. 4 Golden Delicious apples would be great. All right, so we got our trusty ladder here and make it to the top. That probably didn't look cool at all. Wow. Yep, these are golden. Now the trick with doing this, I've come to learn over the years, is not dropping a whole bunch of them. Come on. Think I found my new part-time summer job. I need one more. Oh, I got the apple. That's the apple. I'm gonna fall right off this ladder. Couple of Golden Delicious, that's what I'm talking about. We've got a whole apple orchard to pick here. I wanna get a whole bunch of different kinds. So we're probably gonna get like 6 of these. All right, so we got our Golden Delicious here. Took a little bit more than 6. Now we've got some Empires, and these are looking awesome. So we're gonna get 4 of these, get a little mishmash, but they're so red. I think why these apples are so good is because the farther you go into the apple orchard, the less they're picked. And we're like far into this thing. Low-hanging fruit. Sometimes you get it, sometimes you don't. Okay, and now we've walked into the absolute mecca of ripe apples. This is what fall is all about. And if you're not visiting a farm this fall, you're missing out. Look at this Honeycrisp. Come on. That's insane. Honeycrisp and Max. Pinnacle apple. Comment below, what's your favorite apple? I'm team Mac and team Honeycrisp. A lot of people, the Mac is a controversial apple, I've come to learn. For some reason, people hate them. I have no idea why. They're literally the best apple on the planet. Can't do Granny Smith. Not about it. And this is our bag of apples. This is prime. I believe they have a 10-pound bag for $26 and then a 20-pound bag for $42. So it's a slight discount on the bigger bag. But there are so many apples here, I kind of want to buy like 3 more 20-pound bags and just pick everything. But I think we're pretty set here. I don't know what I'm going to do with all of these, but we're going to do something. What's the main thing that people do? Like, what's the most exciting aspect of the play area? But like,
well, every year my parents have always put something in new every single year. My husband and I have kept that tradition alive.
Okay.
So, I mean, the ropes course is really popular. The jumping pillows, people love that.
Okay.
We just put in a Plinko barn, like Price is Right. But I would say the number one thing.
A barn?
A Plinko barn. So you know how you like put the things down,
Yeah.
it's like into the bottom?
How's the barn work?
So you get up and you walk up and then you play the game and you slide down the other side.
Wow. We didn't do the play side when we came in the summer. So now, okay.
Yeah, and
that's
then,
it.
Yeah. But the corn bin.
Corn bin.
Is the number one thing here at the farm. People love it. Like kids are in there making angels, like corn angels, and it's fun.
Fall festivals. Do you have a fall festival that's dedicated, or is it kind of just the season itself and that's?
So again, like going back to my parents and like the traditions they instilled in us and how we've carried on the business and their practices. My dad always said, like when we hit fall, when we hit Pumpkinfest, which is our 6-week fall festival, the farm has to transform.
Cool.
So we do. We really we add so much more. Like if you come on the weekends, there's entertainment. We have, I think there's 12 shows that run every day between dog shows, 2 live performance stages, puppet shows, and we put all of these pumpkin decorations. We have stilt walkers out here, we have inflatables. Yeah, there's tons going on because we want it to be different.
Yeah. All right, we made it to the corn maze because when it's full, you have to go and do a corn maze.
Which way do we go? There's 2.
Which way do we go? There's 2 ways to walk in here. Let's figure this out. We got a ton of rules here to follow too. We're not allowed to pick the corn. Unfortunate, I was hoping to have a barbecue tonight. Just kidding, we're not doing that. I got my handy helper here. Back to it with the videos. Wow, there's a lot of corn in this maze.
Here we go.
How is it I've done a corn maze my entire life and I've never noticed there's actually corn on the corn stalks?
You're actually wild.
Yeah. We've had a couple of twists and turns so far.
Yeah.
Nothing too crazy though. We're making our way through. I've noticed there's no dead ends. Have you seen dead ends? It just kind of keeps going. So that's good. They make you think you're making progress, but you're actually just going in circles everywhere. All right, and I think we did it. The corn maze is solved. I got a little worried there halfway. I kept that off camera because I got a little scared, but we made it. Two separate questions. So the first question is, what's it like having the legacy of Downey's? What's kind of the relationship to that? Do you even think about it?
I do. I am very proud of the legacy we have built. And I do feel like a big responsibility to ensure that we maintain a certain standard and that we're safe and that we're fun and being one of the leaders in the agritourism industry. But one of my favorite things is that when we were walking over here, you said, I remember coming here as a kid.
Yeah.
And I love that.
Nice.
I love that we have staff that will come in and show me a picture of them in the pumpkin patch when they were 2 years old. Like, that is my favorite thing ever.
Nice. That's super rewarding.
It's really neat.
You're touching so many lives with it.
Yeah.
And it's even crazier too, because it's like some people they haven't even seen like an animal in person.
Right, because the current youngest generation is the furthest removed from agriculture.
Yes.
Right, so we need to have farms. Like, and there's lots of people who are going into, secondary use for agriculture and inviting people onto their farms because we want to continue to educate everybody, because it's important to know where your food comes from, and we just don't want our kids knowing what a sheep looks like because of a book. Mm-hmm. We want them to come out, experience, touch, feel, and know what's around them and know what country has to give to them.
So that is it safe to say then that's kind of the mission you're on? Is that like a goal of doing this on like a bigger, deeper level?
Yes, yeah, we have lots of school tours. We have lots of students that come and visit us every year, spring, summer, fall, and that was one of the driving points when my parents first opened up.
Amazing.
Like Downey's farm. I think our first school tour happened in 1987.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
It's legacy.
Neat, and I love the school tours.
Nice. Yeah. Is that one of your favorite parts of the job?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Cool. Very cool. So on our episodes, we have a little bit of a tradition that we're starting. So it's rapid fire Canada questions. We typically do 3 questions. They're not challenging. So the first question is, what's your favorite area to travel to or vacation to in Canada?
In Canada.
We have the best memory going somewhere.
Out east.
Out east.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Nova Scotia.
Very cool. Mm-hmm. Do you go often?
No, but my husband and I are planning a trip to take our 4 kids out there.
What's the trip
road
look like?
trip. I don't know yet.
Oh.
I don't know yet. Yeah, next year we'll see what
Very
happens.
cool. Favorite Canadian snack?
Does butter tarts count?
Butter tarts does count.
But frozen. You put them in the freezer and then, yes, they have to be frozen.
Okay.
A pecan frozen butter tart.
Nice. Is that because it gets crispier when it comes out of the
Yeah,
oven?
it's just not, I don't love it being like super gooey, but it's just, it's delicious.
Most underrated place in Canada that you've heard of?
Oh. You know what? I love the Big Nickel.
Okay, Sudbury. Wow, we've never gotten that before.
It's just,
I was not expecting that.
I think it's just like what you talk about, like Downey's, and you're like, oh, I remember going there when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And I love the Big Nickel.
Yeah. It's a classic.
It is such a classic Canadian thing.
Absolutely. That's like the one thing that, actually, I'm trying to remember, one we've never gotten either is I think it's Petawawa. They have a massive Canadian goose statue.
Cool.
That's like a big nickel. And
Yeah.
it's not made of nickel, but.
I know, well, Nathan and I, my husband and I talk about it because like we're here in the summers, but we're like building our team and like we have a great team. So like, okay, next year, do we go out to Nova Scotia with the kids? Or do we do like a huge Ontario tour?
So you've never done that either?
No. No, because we've always been here building the business. And now we're like, okay, no, like now it's game time. Like we have a good team.
Nice. Very cool. Well, I wish you all the best. I think
you.
it's going to be an amazing trip when you do go.
Thank you.
Maybe it's Ontario, maybe it's the East Coast. So. All right, and that is going to take us to the very last thing you need to do when you come to Downey's, and that is visit their infamous pumpkin patch. Right now, the pumpkins are spread out all over the front entrance of Downey's Farms. You're allowed to pick these up. You're allowed to take photos with them. You're allowed to film in them. You're allowed to just have a nice family fall photo in them. It's a really nice time. And of course, you're allowed to buy them. They're 40 cents a pound. I have no idea pumpkin pricing, but if you know pumpkin prices, hopefully that helps you out. So with that, I hope you enjoyed today's video. We're probably going to pick one of these up on our way out of here. If you did enjoy today's video, comment down below and let me know your favorite part. And with that, I'll see you all in the next one and another episode of the Best of Canada series. Thanks for watching.